everybody. Another weekend is upon us. Just wrapping up a camping trip out at Lake Whitney. Figured I'd do something a little bit different today. Yeah, this first time I've actually taken this trailer out to a state park. Up until now, since I've had this thing since April, I've really basically just boondocked it. So I mean, basically just going to places without power, without water. You know, 'cause that's what this thing is designed for, right? Is to have a solar panel, have water on board, you know, have self-sustainability no matter where you're at. So taking it to a state park, I did it for a couple reasons. One, because it's relatively close to where I live, so it was easy to get there, you know, and to get back, and not really be taking all day to travel. But two, just having shore power and water on a pad was a unique experience. So being able to actually put power to the trailer and having water available, which, you know, I brought my own water because it tows better when you fill it up with water. But anyway, I'm at Lake Whitney State Park. I'm just now leaving. It's Sunday morning, and had a good time. It was hot, very hot down here. It was like 102 to 104, so that lake felt really nice as far as cooling off during the day because it was steaming hot. So just a couple little things, short video just to kind of talk about some additional experiences. One is, it's interesting to see how many people will come over and talk to you about your trailer. You know, I'm out here by myself just trying to enjoy the day, and you know, I'm parked up like with everybody else that has RVs and stuff like that, and so people get curious. They want to know what this thing's all about. So if you're ever out traveling with one of these things, be prepared to have a lot of people ask questions. You know, a lot of people are going to want to know, hey, where'd you get that, and you know, tell me more about it, and you know, all the things that get you noticed at a park. And if you don't like that kind of notoriety, maybe this isn't for you, you know, doing state park thing. But I actually enjoy talking about my trailer, as you guys can tell, you know, with all the videos that I do. I really enjoy sharing my experiences, talking about the trailer, talking about how, you know, how I came to get it and all that other good stuff, and kind of what it's done for me. And it's funny because people that have the huge RVs are the ones that are looking at this, because I think they recognize those RVs are difficult to get into places. This little trailer can pretty much go anywhere. So there's a few people that were like, you know, I've been thinking about downsizing it to something that I can be a little more mobile with, and this is the first time I've seen one of these things. So really good experience from that point of view. Somebody out here actually had a flyer trailer, which I have never seen in person, and they're kind of neat looking little trailers. It was more of a toy hauler type trailer, so you know, you can put bicycles and stuff in the back. So that was kind of neat for park orientation, things like that. But you can definitely tell that the quality is different when it comes to the build status. So looking at how thin the walls are, what they're made of, you know, for people that are doing state parks and things like that where they don't need a rugged trailer, it's probably perfect. But compared to mine, it was you know, you could definitely tell there were some stark differences to it. So it was interesting to kind of compare and contrast someone else's trailer like that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about before I end this video, because it's going to be kind of short, is the Zero Breeze. So I know I've been talking a lot about AC prep on these trailers, and they were made for the Zero Breeze Mark II. It fits in that nice little cubby hole, and it's supposed to cool the thing down. Now, I don't know if my unit needs service, or if it's just the nature of the beast. I really don't know. But when you're out here in the heat, you know, it's 104 degrees, even by 10 o'clock at night, it's still in the 90s. Like, it has not cooled down hardly much at all. And so the AC unit really struggled to pump out any kind of cold air. It would reduce it by a few degrees, but not enough to really make it comfortable. And ultimately what I had to do is kind of do a blended approach. I had to turn on the max fan, open the windows so I get that hurricane breeze, and have the AC running just to try to get the thing to cool down. Eventually I just shut the AC off because I just knew it wasn't going to be effective. So I'd be curious, for those of you that have a Zero Breeze, have you tested it in extreme temperatures like that and had similar results? Now, when you compare it to, say, a house, you know, for those of you that have AC down here in Texas in the South, you've probably had your AC go out at some point in your house, and depending on how long it takes those people to get there to service it, your house could heat up. And so to cool the house back down can take 2 to 3 days, you know, depending on the size of your home. So I'm thinking maybe there's some of that going on here. You know, the cabin is fairly hot. I do try to keep the windows open and the fan going during the day just to kind of keep it semblance of cool, where it's not just an oven. But even then, it's still pretty warm. It's not something that the AC can really cool down effectively. Now, I have noticed in the mornings when it's already cooled down, like say 79, 80 degrees, you turn it on and it seems to work okay, but not great. So I think there might be something wrong with my unit. I'm not sure, but I'd be curious, for those of you that have a Mark II, let me know what your experience has been. Have you done it in extreme heat? You know, how do you typically use yours? Have you had a similar experience? And kind of maybe I need to get mine serviced. I don't know. Actually, one more point, and then I'll let everybody go here. One of the things that I noticed about this trailer is that it is super insulated, which is nice, right? That means it takes longer to heat up, and it takes longer to cool, to cool down as far as being in the winter or in the summer. But once it is hot, it's hot. I could feel it when I went to bed last night. The trailer was warm enough that I could feel the heat radiating up underneath the mattress, and it basically, you had to cool the whole trailer down before I was comfortable. So that's the other downside to having a super insulated system, is that yeah, it takes longer to heat up, but once it does, it takes a lot longer to cool itself back down. So just something to be taken into consideration if you're traveling in the heat like I am, and you plan to use these things in the sun in 100+ degree temperatures. You may have a situation where it's going to be difficult to get comfortable at night. So anyway, that's all I had. Just wanted to touch base with everybody. I know it's been a minute, and plan to do more of these events. Looking forward to seeing if anybody's going to come out to the Texas Avid Outdoor Expo that's happening in late September. I'll be there with some friends. If you plan to be there, it'd be good to hook up, talk about the trailers, talk about your experiences, and look forward to seeing everybody. All right, thanks. Until the next video, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Definitely appreciate all of the comments. You guys are great. Very curious, very supportive. So thank you so much. I hope everybody's having a great day and a great weekend. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.